Welcome back to SportsCy. Today we're going to be talking about 4 supplements that I believe athletes should be taking in terms of improving their performance. Alright, now it's important to improve your performance through these 4 supplements. And the first one we're going to talk about is how everybody starts their morning. About 80% of Americans drink coffee every morning, and about 25% drink it every now and then. But coffee is a common substance that everybody's taking, and with good reason. And for athletes, it's also beneficial. Now, here I have Rwandan coffee, shameless plug, because we do have the best coffee in the world. You can test it yourself if you're near Starbucks. But the important thing about coffee is that coffee keeps you alert. It's a good ergogenic aid in terms of improving your energy use if you're working out. And then the alertness also allows you to stay focused and lack of fatigue. If you have lack of fatigue, then you're able to push through your workouts and you have a better performance. Now, it has been shown that sometimes you can have too much coffee. A good amount of coffee, we did a study where it's between 200 mgs to around 225 mgs of coffee for each person. Obviously, like if you get into the 600 mgs in terms of daily coffee intake, it's just far too much and it doesn't have any athletic performance edge at that point. It's like, if anything, you're gonna start having coffee stomach. Coffee stomach is if you end up having coffee and go work out and you're too jittery and you feel like throwing up. So that's just when you know you've had too much coffee. So if you're gonna do coffee in your workout to try and get better performance, just kind of test it out, see how you deal with it while you're working out. But coffee is definitely a beneficial supplement for athletes and it'll help you with your performance. Alright, now let's get to the next one. The next supplement we're going to talk about is fish oil pills. Unfortunately, I don't have any fish oil pills right now, but fish oil pills or omega-3s are very important in terms of reducing inflammation. And a lot of times we think of omega-3s as good for the heart, and trust me, like athletes are hitting like their personal records in the gym with a healthy heart, but there are benefits to beyond just cardiovascular health in using fish oil pills. Fish oil pills will reduce the amount of inflammation and will boost up your recovery after your workouts. So if you have less inflammation, then you're able to actually go back to your workouts and you're able to make progressive gains or progressively overload your program. And then the next thing that it leads into is protein. Everybody knows what happens when we run out of protein. What happens?
I'm in control, baby. I'm in fucking control. Fucking protein! Where's the goddamn protein, Mom? Told you to get me some protein! Fuck!
Now, unless you've been living under a rock, there's no way that you don't know that protein is important. Protein is an important muscle building macronutrient. It's essential for recovery. It's very good. There's 3 different types of proteins that are seen a lot on the market. A lot of times you'll see egg whites, whey protein, and casein. Egg whites, a lot of times, like you can easily cook it with a lot of different things. It tends to take out a lot of the fat that comes in an egg, so that's why egg whites are really good. Casein protein, I found good use of it because it's a slow digestive protein, so you can have it at night to use it as a meal replacement. Now, the third one is whey protein, which is one of the most common ones that you see, and I like whey protein just because it has been proven to increase your performance because it reduces the amount of stress that's in your body, and then also recovery. So that's one thing I definitely like about those proteins. Final and most important supplement to me is creatine. If you don't have creatine as an athlete and you're trying to improve your performance, you don't know what you're missing. I don't know what you're doing. I can't even explain it. So creatine monohydrate is probably one of the best studied supplements that has shown athletes in terms of improvements. I have personal experience with creatine because when I was in college, I was trying to get fit for spring break. I was trying to be as cut as possible, and I was like taking creatine at the time. And a common thing that you see about creatine, people will say like, oh, creatine will add weight to your muscles, like you're just adding water weight, it's not anything. Well, the water weight actually increases your strength by 15%, so that's definitely like an improvement. And if you're adding your strength by 15%, then your fatigue and the amount of volume that you can do is much higher and you become that much stronger. So what I did wrong though is that I dropped the creatine, and a common thing that happens when people drop creatine is they get hurt because they don't reduce the volume that they're doing. And so what happened to me is I ruptured my Achilles, which was a very, very, very devastating injury. And honestly, I didn't even know if I was going to be able to walk because I didn't have insurance at the time, so I couldn't get surgery. doing a little bit of research, and I got like some friends that were in the medical field, podiatry specifically, so they worked on the leg injuries. But creatine was important in terms of when I was not active, I was able to retain as much muscle as I could without being really active. And then at that point, that's when I realized the importance of creatine's recovery effects, because it allows your body to deal with that much more stress. Like I'll put some of these studies down in the comments below, so that or in the description below, so that you can actually see that I'm not making this stuff up. But creatine has been shown to even improve IQ, like brain performance. That's definitely one of the things. So if you can improve brain performance, get stronger, and recover faster, like why would you not? And creatine is great supplements that again has been studied on human beings, and it's not like a lot of the BCAAs or other things that are tested on rats. And because like some of my friends say, you're not a rat, so why would you just assume that that's going to work for you? So test something that has been tested on human beings, and creatine is the absolute best. So basically that recaps it. Those are the 4 supplements that I feel athletes should benefit from the most in terms of performance. As we recap it, number 1 was caffeine. That's the first thing you start off in the morning. Number 2, fish oil pills, because those are important in terms of reducing inflammation. Number 3, it was protein, because everybody loves my new haircut. And then number 4, my absolute favorite, which is creatine monohydrate. Get it in powder form, because a lot of times people get it in pill form. Now, I will say they are supplements. Supplements do not replace performance. So if you just take any of these supplements and just think it's going to take you over the top without doing anything, then you're missing the points. It's supplements. It's complementary to what you already have. So as an athlete or somebody just in the gym trying to improve yourself, what you need to work on is the basics, and then you add the supplements to optimize what you already worked on in the gym. So I totally understand that if some people are bummed out because they wanted to hear some supplement that was going to take them from here to the moon. But what I do provide though is I am a personal trainer, and if you do have any questions and you want to reach out to me, I'll put some of my social media accounts so you can reach out to me. You can reach me on Twitter, on Instagram, or Facebook, and then also I'll put my email right here so that if you need somebody to help you or coach you, because I do online training, you can reach out to me and I can help you get to your fitness or athletic performance goals. That's it for SportsCy. Thanks for checking me out.